Hello there. Notice something new? That's right. Who won a Stanley Cup? We did. Who won a Stanley Cup? That's right. Tampa did. So I'm still sobering up from my Stanley Cup reverie and, decided to get out of bed after all this time. And, I'm wondering, can we win another cup? And I was looking over the rosters, just trying to see, who's left on our team now. And do we have the same team intact? Because if we have the same team, it stands to reason we can win another cup, guys. So let's look. I'm just kind of reviewing the news here, and let's see. What? No Bogosian? That's not good. We lost our bear on skates. No Shattenkirk? Well, there's two big D-men, and Shattenkirk, he's like the phoenix, rose from the ashes, and we don't have him anymore. At least tell me we traded Ty Joe. Nope. He even survived waivers, and I think he's going to survive waivers a second time. No one wants his $5 million cap, I guess, and all the way through 2024, dope. Verhaeghe's gone, and, it could be worse. I couldn't spell his name anyway. Coburn and Paquette. I'm sorry to see those two guys go. Frankly, I thought Coburn was a lot like Killorn, and he's very consistent. You kind of know what you're going to get with Coburn. He delivers. I thought he played well, but both those guys are not getting any younger, especially Paquette. Now, I saw him slow down, and I really thought maybe he'd retire after last season. Gets a cup. He's not getting any younger. Maybe call it a day, but he's still playing. Traded him to somebody. I didn't even pay attention where. Cirelli, yes, signed him. And wait a second, what about Sergachev, right? Wasn't he up for a contract? And thank goodness, we signed him as well. That was the big one. I know people are excited about Cirelli, but Sergachev, that's the guy. If we want to replace Victor Hedman, the current best defenseman in the NHL, with the next generation best defenseman in the NHL, that's Sergachev. And I can't wait. He is so fun to watch. So glad we were able to keep him. Bonus signings, I would say Chernak and Ruda. They, they're not, they're not selling jerseys, put it that way. I'm not saying people don't buy their jerseys, but, they kind of backfill our defensive pairing. Ruda, Chernak, I had really high expectations for because he has a physical presence out there. But to be truthful, the more elevated parts of the game, I really didn't see him step up that much. But it's always nice to have some good solid size on D and give the other guys a rest. Ruda's another one of those defensemen where he has moments of greatness, but he's inconsistent. And I was surprised to learn, did you know that Jan Ruda is 30 years old? I really thought he was in his mid-20s maximum. So, good on him, I guess. I thought he was a lot younger. He is pretty speedy, so maybe he can keep evolving. You never know. There are some players that just get better as they get older. We also still have the sandpaper line, right? We've got Goodrow, Gord, and really the big pickup by BB, Coleman. Blake Coleman. I was crying when we lost, what's-his-face, to Vancouver, and then I saw Coleman play in the playoffs, and he more than makes up for that loss. So I really love what those guys do. Also, the big news, Stamkos is back, and apparently healthy. I'm not hearing any rumblings about, he's hit or miss, or he didn't join practice today. He's there, and he's playing, and he feels good. So that's exciting. Now, we all have to throw salt over the shoulders because, how long will that last? Everybody wants to know. I'm hoping that his surgeries are behind him, that his body now is ready to play to its full potential, and we could have an amazing player just come out of nowhere that no one's seen yet, really, for a full entire season. Maybe we have, but it's been a while, right? And then, wait a second. No Kucherov? Bye-bye second cup. All right, I know you haters are like, no, we can do it. Stamkos is back. Everybody else is there. Brayden Point, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I get it. But did you see the interview with John Cooper that I saw? where John Cooper said, the coach of the Tampa Bay Lightning, he said, Cooch is one of the 5 top players in the world, not just the NHL, but the entire world. And they asked him, can the other players step up? The question asked of John Cooper was, can the other players step up and make up for missing Kucherov? And Cooper said, Kucherov is one of the 5 best players in the NHL, and I don't think the other 4 teams are going to be that willing to give up their guy. Take it for what you will, but all I hear is we hope we can get a playoff berth so that Kucherov can rejoin the team and get us a second cup. I hope it happens that way, but people coming off a long period of time not playing, really, you never know what you're going to get. Now, Kucherov, we know he's magic. He's got these magical hands and everything, so of any player, he probably could come right back and work his magic and be awesome. So I hope that's it. The silver lining here is we were really able to sign Cirelli because we were able to put Kucherov on long-term injured reserve. So that's the silver lining. JBB did a good job of working some deals with what he had, and some events took place that just made it all kind of come together. So overall, I do think we have a great chance to win a second cup. It is one of the hardest things to do. It's one of the hardest things to do just to win the cup in the first place. But let's face it, we have a great team. So let's see what happens. All right, looking ahead, Tampa's first game is tomorrow. Wednesday, January 13th, 8 p.m. Eastern, against the Chicago Blackhawks. Now, I watched the hockey guy do his power rankings, and he put the Chicago Blackhawks second to last, just in front of Detroit, okay? And I'm really surprised, right? It wasn't that long ago where we competed against the Blackhawks. We lost to them in the Stanley Cup Finals. And I don't know a lot about the Blackhawks, but I never really hear much news that they've changed their team or had any severe disruptions to their roster. So I'm not sure why. Maybe some of you can put your comments in this video and just try to explain to me, why Chicago has dropped so far, what's going on. I mean, they changed their coach, right? They changed their coach. Was he the problem? Clearly, he's not the problem. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Maybe they can surprise us. And then after Chicago, we play Detroit next Tuesday, the lowest ranking team. So for a soft opening for the former Stanley Cup champs, really this is a time to maybe get some of our junior players in there, get them some experience. Maybe a couple of them can gel with our veterans. I noticed in watching some of the highlight reels from practices, I saw Matthew Joseph in there. He scored a nice breakaway goal. Of all the players, there's a lot of talk about Volkov. I saw him get a beautiful goal against Vasilevskiy. He's kind of snuck it in under his leg pad. That's not easy to do. So that was really great to see. Matthew Joseph, if he can just get his team play, meaning we know he's fast. We know he can disrupt the other team, okay? You could probably stick him on that sandpaper line and he would do those things. The part of his game he doesn't have, or not at least that I've seen, is the offensive teamwork. He doesn't have that heads-up hockey, break free with the puck, look to feed. He has to feed the puck. He's got so much speed, he's the one that needs to carry the puck behind the net, beat the D, make the other team wonder what's going on, and then he needs to feed it to the Brayden Points of the world, the Tyler Johnsons of the world, the folks that are going to not miss the net, take a feed, and sink it from anywhere. So I really hope he's able to develop that part of the game because everything else about him is awesome. God, I really would like to see him break out. There's some other young guys in there. Cal Foote, I've heard him talked about, maybe joining the team on defense. I don't know. Every time I hear Coop talk, he really plays poker out there. It's hard to kind of get a read on what's going to happen. He's very careful when he talks about players. But we probably could use something new on D, let's face it. Anyway, go Bolts, and I look forward to tomorrow's night first game. And thanks for watching Distant Lightning. And please tap the like button if you like the video. Consider subscribing if you'd like this to show up on your feed every now and then. And we'll see you next time on Distant Lightning.